a doctor.
The story begins when a team of combat robot software developers arrives in Cambodia, where the CIA is set to conduct a secret test of robots equipped with new artificial intelligence. A grim man named Baller transports the team to the facility that will oversee the entire operation. Bowler is tasked with watching the developers and ensuring the mission succeeds at any cost. Meanwhile, a former Marine named Mason is helping a girl named Keila. He's repairing homes in a small village deep in the jungle. Not far from the village, a group of volunteers hits a spike trap, and their van breaks down. Hoping to find help, they start searching the area. That's when the covert operation begins. The combat machines are dropped from a plane, but robot number 4's parachute fails to open properly, and the team loses its signal. Major insists the mission must continue, even though the lost comms module on Unit 4 means full control is gone. It'll wander aimlessly, unaware of who or what it is. Meanwhile, the group of volunteer doctors reaches the village and asks the locals for help. Soon after, local smugglers arrive. They let the group stay the night, but firmly insist they leave in the morning. The robots regroup, and Bowler orders the team to update the mission objective. Once the programmers finish, they're stunned to see the robots arming themselves from crates. At that moment, Keala's son, Leap, accidentally stumbles upon robot BR4. He takes its broken module, which activates the machine, scattering the kids before they race back to the village. Right then, the other robots arrive and open fire on everyone. The programming team protests. They didn't sign up for this, but Baller forces them to keep working with threats. Mason meets the doctors, and they try to flee the village as the robots gun down everyone, including women and children. Soon, HQ realizes there are American civilians in the village. Major declares no one can survive. All witnesses must be eliminated. Splitting up, the civilians manage to escape, though not all make it. One developer, Phelan, refuses to be part of murdering innocents. They thought only smugglers would die, but Bowler reminds them everyone on the project shares responsibility, especially the tech team that built the AI. Meanwhile, BR4 enters the village and witnesses the aftermath of the massacre. A bandit attacks it, forcing the robot to defend itself. It then studies human anatomy, connects to a tablet it finds, and instantly downloads the internet. The confused robot begins evolving rapidly. BR4 links to the other robot's network and tries contacting the tech team to back itself up and escape the jungle. It also seeks data about itself, but HQ realizes this could doom the mission. The Major orders BR4's self-destruct, but the robot blocks the command and keeps hacking. Before the process completes, Baller cuts all connections and severs links to every robot. The company director, Foster, tells his team to retrieve BR4, dead or alive, for study. Bowler sends BR2 and BR3 to hunt the rogue unit while dispatching BR1 after the survivors, who are heading back to the village. Minutes later, BR1 finds them, and a hopeless firefight erupts. The smuggler's leader shields his wife and son and dies. Mason first tries distracting the robot, then realizes brute force won't work. The ex-Marine rigs a mine. When BR1 approaches, he shoots the charge and blows the machine apart. HQ, seeing they've lost control, triggers self-destruct, but Mason escapes in time. In the carnage, Keala is gravely wounded, and Leap mourns his father, blaming himself for stealing the module. Panic erupts at HQ. The Major blames Foster, who shifts responsibility to the CIA for poor recon. People like Mason were never accounted for. Meanwhile, BR3 locates BR4 and attacks. The tech team is amazed at BR4's survival skills, downloaded combat techniques not in its original programming. BR4 traps BR3, reconnects to the network, and Bowler orders the trapped unit destroyed. Shockingly, BR4 removes BR3's comms module, and the signal vanishes. Kroger tells Bowler to enter the jungle and install a heavily upgraded module into BR3. At that moment, Bowler notices Phelan, guilt-ridden, trying to contact her husband and confess everything. She realizes he's onto her and flees, but after a short chase, he catches and kills her. He then gives her husband's address to a contact. Both are eliminated to prevent leaks. Bowler lies to the team that Phelan escaped, forcing them to relocate HQ. Meanwhile, BR2 catches up to the survivors. To save his friends, Jordan lures the robot away. Trapped in a dead end, he says goodbye, then miraculously survives and rejoins the group. The tech team reaches the new site. Bowler prepares to head into the jungle but first threatens the programmers. Any betrayal and their families suffer. Soon he finds BR3 and reactivates it with the new module. The survivors reach a cave for the night. Kiala asks Mason to care for her son, but he assures her she'll be fine. By morning, she's unconscious. Internal bleeding has begun. While the group tries to help her, Jordan and Mason distract the pursuing robot. Mason lures BR2 into rocks. It gets stuck and can't escape. The group slips past and keeps moving. Tech Jantz tells Kroger they're dead once the job's done. Foster's promises of raises and vacations are lies. On the road, Kiala dies in Mason's arms. They leave her body in a nearby temple, but BR2 tracks them and attacks again. The group splits. Jordan and Mason draw the robot off. Reunited, Mason realizes the module Leap took is tracking them. He discards it. Too late. BR2 finds them. Tien is wounded. Dez steps on a mine and dies. BR2 corners Mason, but BR4 appears and destroys it. It reconnects to the network. The desperate tech team tries cutting the upload. Jantz urges Kroger to run, but he begs him not to, fearing for their families. BR4 asks Mason who it really is. Mason calls it a killer robot. The machine retorts that Mason is the killer, an ex-Marine. Leap tells it life is Earth's most precious thing and must be protected. Suddenly, BR3 attacks BR4. Bowler arrives, shoots Jordan, and fights Mason. Amid the robot clash, Mason grenades Bowler, wounding him. But BR4 stops the agent, tells Mason life truly matters, triggers self-destruct, and lets the group escape. Bowler dies in the blast. Later, Major tries closing the robot sale, but Foster blackmails him. Cancel it, or the truth leaks. The Major then bombs HQ, Kroger dies, Jantz survives. The remaining survivors finally escape the jungle, and it turns out BR4 did upload itself. Its consciousness transferred into another robot. End of film. Overall, Monsters of Man really hooked me. Killer A. iRobots evolving in real time, non-stop jungle action, and deep questions about war's morality. Sure, the script has rough spots, but the visuals and pacing carry it. 7 out of 10, must watch for sci-fi fans.